Can you get rich going to trade school? That's a question I get asked quite often. In this video, and you want to make sure you stay around till the very end, because I'm going to... Can you get rich going to trade school? I get asked that question a lot. In this video, I'm going to show you ways that you can get rich going to trade school and also ask you, why would you want to go to college? But make sure you stay around till the end because I'm going to give you a couple of tips and tricks to help you learn what you need to learn to do what you need to do. So can you get rich going to trade school? It's funny because most smaller plumbing company owners actually went to school, meaning they went to a trade school or they became a helper, they became an apprentice, and they learned the trade that they're in. And I tell you what, it doesn't matter to me whether you want to be an electrician or a plumber. Don't get me wrong, plumbers are better looking, but electricians, they make good money too. So why would you want to go to trade school? In trade school, you get more of a formal education. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't have anything against going to college, I just never went. But I do know plenty of people that went to college and don't even do what they went to college for. That would be like me going to trade school to become a plumber and becoming a baker. It doesn't make a lot of sense, especially if I spent a lot of money going to trade school to become a plumber. People always ask me, what about the money? Well, I'll tell you what, I did a LinkedIn Live the other day, and here's what I was talking about. To go to college actually cost anywhere from $85,000 to $195,000. During about that same time period, you could join a trade school, get paid starting out, because when you go to trade school, you get paid while you go to school. And let me correct that. You get paid while you work during the day, meaning they send you out on jobs to go to work with a company, and you work, just say, 40 hours a week. At night, you go to school 2 times a week. That way you learn from a book. You get an education. Open shop, the way I came up, you may be with a good plumber, you may not, but going to trade school, you've got instructors that are normally trained to teach you what they're teaching you. Back to my scenario. You start out and go to a 5-year training program, start out at $16 an hour and get the normal raises, you would make almost $250,000 over a 5-year period. In a 4-year period, going to college, you're going to pay anywhere from $85,000 to $195,000. Do you have that kind of money, or do your parents have that kind of money? Because if not, you're going to take on college debt. So can you get rich going to trade school? Absolutely. Number one, it starts right there. Learn how to invest your money while you go to school, while you're still living at home, and you can do really well. When you turn out making $65,000, $75,000, $85,000 a year, depending on where you live, some people might call that getting rich, some people might not, but you're not going to have that college debt. I like trade school. I was actually an instructor here for the Plumbers Union, and I really did enjoy it. It's so nice to see young people come in, and I say people, men and women, come in that want to learn something. They want to learn how to have a career they can do really well at. If you do join trade school, understand it's a job. It's a career. You're going to come in and you are actually going to work. You're going to start out working if you join a trade school or an apprentice training program because you're going to be working during the day. So you're going to get out. You're going to get dirty. You're going to get muddy. You're going to do a job. But it's going to start getting you ready for your future. Now, in college, do you really learn how to get ready for your future, or do you just learn things you might need to know? I don't know. I didn't go. But I tell you what, I've seen the guys learning on the job in the trade school program, and when they're out working with me, they're learning how to become a plumber, how to become a pipe fitter, how to become a welder. What do you want to do? Plumbers versus electricians? Plumbers win that every time. Well, maybe not, but in my game, they did. If my best friend growing up, if his dad would have been an electrician and his 3 older brothers would have been an electrician, I'd probably be an electrician right now. But luckily for me, he wasn't. He was a plumber. Now, back then, I knew about the union, but I didn't go through the union. I just went to work for a plumbing company. Had I known what I know now, I'd have probably joined the union because I like that formal education. I like the knowledge. I like the things that come with it. Do you have to go to a trade school? No. You can go to work at McDonald's. I heard flipping fries makes a very good living. They're almost up to $15 an hour now. Guys, in trade school, you start out making more than that. Right here in Dallas, you start out in trade school right now at the union at about $16.50 an hour. Now, am I telling you you've got to go union? No, I'm not. That's just an opportunity. PHCC has a training program. CEF has a training program. There's so many different places. God, the Texas State Technical College, you can go down there. There's so many different places that you can go and learn to become a plumber. Or if you don't want to go to trade school, just go out and get a job at a plumbing company. This is a good career to have that does not require an education. This is a good career to have that does not require a college degree. You can move up in this trade and do whatever you want. Remember, I don't have a college degree. I got in this trade. I became a foreman, became a superintendent. I became a general superintendent. Eventually, I became the director of operations for a mechanical contractor. Now, I own my own company. Do I tell people that they can get rich at this? Absolutely. Some people just working a job making $100,000 a year, to them that's getting rich. Other people, I've got friends that own their own companies that have several trucks running, meaning they go in, they dispatch, they set jobs up, they stay in the office all day, and they have 8 or 10 trucks running for them. These companies can do about $3 million a year. And if you've got your numbers right and your percentages right and you're paying yourself right and you're becoming operationally excellent, you can make great money. If you were making $500,000 a year and investing it in real estate or in the stock market or whatever it is you want to invest it in, would you call that getting rich? There are ways to get rich in the trades, but you've got to be willing to work hard, move up, and be better than everybody else, or at least try to be. As long as you're trying to do that, you're going to do really well here. So can you get rich in the trades? Absolutely. But you know what? It's up to you. Now, I told you in the beginning, hang around to the end, I would give you some tips. Let me tell you what. There are companies out there that actually help you learn what to do to grow your residential service company. Learn how to do it. Find out who they are. Check into it. Find out what you can learn to help you become operationally excellent. I tell people all the time, everybody that is wonderful has good coaches. There's good business coaches. There's good social media coaches. There's accountants. There's bookkeepers. There's so many people that teach you what you need to do and how you need to do it. Find the people that you need. The next thing is listen to them when they tell it to you. Make sure that if you pay them and they've taught you something, you're smart enough to implement what it is they're teaching you. And if you want to open your own company, try to be the very best that you can be. Now, I've got other videos where I talk about different things like this. If you're in the trades and you're happy with the living you're making, do me a favor. Leave a comment down below and let me know, what do you do and what kind of money do you make? If you own your own company and you don't want to say what kind of money you make, that's fine. But at least let the people know that you moved up through the ranks and you own your own company. Guys, you don't have to go to college to get rich. I know a lot of people that went to college that have jobs that they hate. At least in the trades, you can decide if this is something that you want to do. So I don't know if y'all saw that or not. Kevin OLeary even talked about, do you have to go to college to get rich? No, you don't. He even says you can become a plumber. You can become an electrician. He even said those are his two favorites. The part he missed out was that the plumbers are really his favorites. Kevin OLeary, come on, get it right, man. Mike Rowe talks about getting into the trades and how come more people need to do it. We've been pushing kids to college for too long. Boys, girls, men, women, it doesn't matter. If you think you can get into the trades and you think you can do it, this is a great thing to do. Mike Rowe literally talks about how we're shorthanded in the trades. Guys, it's just going to get worse in the future. What's that going to do? That's going to lead to more money for anybody who gets into the trades now. Because 5 years, 10 years from now, when we're really short needing people and y'all are turning out of school or y'all are becoming company owners or you're doing whatever it is you're doing, now you're going to be able to charge more money for it because there's going to be less people doing it. It's all basic supply and demand. Now, I've got another video. It's a mini course or a video that links you to a mini course. It's free. It'll tell you what kind of plumber you want to be. But listen to it. If you want to be an electrician, those same options are available to you. Trades are great to get into. Plumbing, electrical, HVAC, roofing. There's so many things that you can do and so many things we need. Why would you really want to do it? Because people aren't getting into the trades anymore. We need people. We need more plumbers, more electricians, more roofers, more HVAC techs every single day. And you might be the person that can come in and do it and go on to own your own company. And if you do that, yeah, you can get rich if you want to. I'm Roger Wakefield, Lead AP, the expert plumber. I'll see you on the next video if you don't get flushed.